Just because your 4runner will last 300,000 to 500,000 miles doesn't mean your carpet will. Currently it looks like this. So today we're gonna go ahead and pull it out and replace it with brand new black carpet. By the end of the video, we'll make it look like this. What's going on, guys? We are back on this thing. I know a lot of you have been saying you want to see me detail this. Here's the thing, I never planned on like detailing this carpet or any of that. I planned on replacing it, so that's what we're doing today. This stuff is done. Oh look, is that a knife? Crazy, that's...
Is that yours?
No.
Nice.
That came with the car. So we're gonna go ahead and dive into this thing. It needs new carpet and of course floor mats so this doesn't happen again. Today it's super windy in New Mexico, like it's a dust bowl. So please forgive me for all the wind noise. It is a relatively simple swap. I did make a video doing it on a 4th-gen runner. I'll link that below and right here. So if you guys want to see that, that thing turned out really good. It's a little dirty right now because I left the windows cracked and it's been parked for like a year and a half since I did that video. But it's an amazing upgrade, and if your carpet's trashed, I highly recommend doing it. This video has been in the works since I ordered this carpet. And by in the works, I mean I should have done it, but I got busy with other stuff. So this carpet was ordered on 5/2, or order date, 5/1/2024, and now we're at 3/16. So
3/18.
literally 10 months ago. Today's the day we're gonna put carpet in it. Carpet replacement is pretty straightforward. It's the same in pretty much any car you work on. You got to remove the seats, so these will come out. All our side trim pieces will come out. Center console, that will need to come out, as well as all the forward shift pieces, like the side pieces, this trim piece. And then in the back, we will have to pull the lower seats. We shouldn't have to pull the uppers, as the carpet should terminate right here, and we should be able to just pull it forward. So it's the same deal as the 4th-gen runners. Let's go ahead and start. You don't need very many tools to do this. This is pretty much what we will need. Screwdriver to take out all the screws, a pick. This is to pick the dirt out of the Phillips heads because the tip won't go in after 25 years of grime getting smashed in there. This to remove the center console. Very basic stuff. So first of all, we go ahead and pull all the screws. And don't push down on the drill or they won't come up. Then a nice little pry up on them. And they pop right out. These just have like little wedge clips, so they take a little pressure to make it collapse again. We'll just continue around the car and do all these. I do them first because I don't like them getting scratched up when the seats are removed. So I like getting them out of harm's way. And try not to bend them like up like that. You'll crack them. So you want to get underneath and wiggle it. If you have nothing in the back of your car, this is a good place to just store your trim pieces. I have a new tire back there because I had a little incident with a rock. That one I should have scraped out, but I didn't. Now someone has put a Torx in here. That should not be a Torx. I don't actually think that screw's doing anything. Next up, seats. I'm gonna start with the rears because they're easy. You flip them forward and then we can remove these trim pieces right here. There will be this upper tab and you push it and it will release your trim piece. Now we flip them down and this one has fallen out. This one, we will just grab the top and pull it. With the trim pieces removed, there's 2 12s. Take those out. And then the seat lifts right out. Same thing on this side. Rear seat removal takes like 5 minutes. If that. Now let's move on to the fronts. We need to get these trim pieces off. Just grab the outer edges and pull outward to like spread them. They clamp in. Once you get one side off, so I just reached and pulled it sideways, the other side will pop off. We'll assume the same over here. And these, I wonder, these are different. We'll store them in the back of the seat with this one that goes here, over here, this one on that side. Now we can access the 14 millimeters. I don't know if I mentioned, you should have the seat forward, obviously, to get to these. My weapon of choice is now a pick to pull it upward. It doesn't look like I broke that one. Now let's move the seats back and get the front ones. Doesn't have a cover. This inner one does. Now if we look at the mount, it's sticking a little far forward. I don't like that because it will scrape stuff. So I'm gonna move the seat forward to more so match up the back. And then the seat will be protecting the door panel in case we touch it. It won't have a piece of metal in front of it that will stab the door panel. We do have electrical connections on the seat, so we need to tilt it back. Oh, and it just unplugged itself. Hey, there is this thing. This is why the alarm goes off. This is RS300. So that means this 4runner is set up for a key fob. This is the interface you need to have a key fob. What? No way, this one's a Gerber. Let's go. That's dope. So once you unplug your seat, we can pull it out. I always recommend pulling the headrest off because it will just help with maneuverability. You're not crashing in up here. Be careful not to scratch your door panel. That's why we oriented the bottom legs where we did. Now for the passenger side, and we do have the outer trim piece on this. I'll just pull it outward and it pops right off. Need the pick for the inner. I throw all my hardware and trim pieces in the corresponding door panel. That way they're there. Once again, line it up. Headrest out. Put it back. Here's our electrical piece. Just a quick little poke with the pick. We are good to remove it. Ooh. Now we can move on to the center console. The inner tray pops up. If you do have the older one, you will have to disconnect all the buttons in it. We just went over upgrading this to the 99 Plus, so all our wires are moved over here into the dash. If you have to unplug those, good luck. They're not fun. And you should upgrade to this center console. Now we'll unplug the heater. Two 10 millimeters inside. Two side screws up front. Give this upper trim piece a pop, and our center console will maneuver backward. Oh, back here, we need to pull that and slide it over. I have realized that you can pop this thing out, and it really does help. So I'll jam a pick in here, pull down. Just try not to damage the edges. That really helps release the center console. It comes out a lot easier. Moving on, we will get the shift boot. That is our Phillips on the left. Unless you have a J-shift T-case, then you will just unscrew your shift knob. You do not want to lose this screw. Put it somewhere safe. This we'll just put on the dash since we can. And then our side pieces. There should be a push tab that you push on the center. When you push on the center, it releases. Now we want to push this panel forward. And these hooks will release. Do the same on this side. And And that is our whole center console and everything in our way removed. I'm gonna go ahead and disconnect the e-brake wiring so that we can not have any wiring down here to work around. Give me a minute, I'm gonna get the center console and all these pieces out of our way and we'll continue along. Well, the power just went out and we can barely see that mountain over there. So I think a tree fell on a power line somewhere. So we're in good shape over here. Now we wanna do this over here, pull it straight back. We'll do the same on the passenger side. Pretty sure you just pull these straight back. What do you... stand by. What do you mean? I swear, there's no clips in this thing. Just pull it. Yeah, okay, she was just tight. Now we need to remove these trim pieces. So open both doors. Just be aware they might try to shut on you. You grab one side over here like this, pull around. That one came out real easy. Sometimes they're not that easy. We can tell someone's had this off and some clips are broken, like this one and this one. So what you want to do is get your fingers as close to the clip as possible and pull on it to not break the panel. You can pretty much expect some clips are gonna break. They're 25-year-old plastic clips. So once again, grab your fingers, go like that. That one popped right out as well. Super easy. We have a pre-broken clip. We'll remove that because it's not helping us at all. Last up, we have these ones. It's questionable whether we need to pull them. That answers the question. We don't need to pull them. You can wedge the carpet under there. We'll see if the new carpet wants us to. I think we can work around it. Yeah, it slides right out. We're good. So now I'm gonna go ahead and pull this carpet out. So the factory carpet does clip in, and if we look right here, we have these things that are stapled to the carpet. So you will need to pull it like that and wedge it up. It's like an expansion clip, as you see. Just pull that. And we'll do that all the way around. There's another one right here. And it slots around that white thing, so you pull it straight back. No, pull it up, pick it up off. There you go. I just couldn't reach from back here. Our RS200 we will pull out of the carpet. Or cut the zip tie. I do actually need to look into these because I know, well actually I don't know. From what I know, the factory 4runner does not come with this, and this is an add-on to make it so you can have a key fob. And I like cars with key fobs. So if anyone knows about these RS300 systems and how to put them in here, or where to buy them on a good budget because I'm cheap, let me know. This is our factory seat wiring. So actually, you know, when we were doing the center console upgrade and I was questioning whether that security light was factory, I don't think it was. I've done a lot of these. I think it is a factory edition, but I think it's linked into this harness right here. Anyway, we'll just string this out of our way. And look at that. So this came out. Newer cars have clips in here. This one didn't seem to, so it pulled out nice and easy. Now if we look over here, it seems to be bolted below these. So I'm gonna go ahead and loosen these and see if I can slide the carpet out because that's pinning it right now. We'll go ahead and move to the passenger side and free up the edges as well. Ugh. Yeah, they just pinched the end under it. We should be free and ready to pull this out. e-brake. And there we go, we got carpet out. That is some gross carpet. As you can tell though, it's not rocket science to replace it. I'm gonna go ahead and give the car a vacuum now. Most of our trash came out with the carpet. We have a little bit, what is that? That is a nail thing. It's better than a needle like in the other one. So much random stuff. Looking a lot better in here. So now we are on to one of my favorite mods to do to any car that I buy. We just pull all the random wiring out. I hate when people leave system wiring in cars. Take the wiring out. So our dust storm has gotten way worse. You can't really see it, but yeah, that's what's going on right now. That's all dust. It's the next day. It's a lot less windy. Yesterday was just springtime in New Mexico. It's crazy. Here's our new carpet. Let's go ahead and see what it looks like. Now, the reason I didn't cut the carpet in half is in some applications it may be necessary to use old carpet as a template for console cuts. I believe that's the case. We will see. And we might have to cut the holes as well for the seats. It does come with padding, so we will throw this. Oh, the padding's glued on this one. That's nice. On the 4th gen, it wasn't glued. As we can see, there is no center console cuts, e-brake cuts, any of that. What I'm gonna do is throw it over here, and then we're gonna lay the old carpet on it, and that will tell us where to trim it. Be aware it is gonna get dirty. Before it is installed, we will blow it off, so it's not a big deal. And look at the old carpet. Just it being black is gonna make such a difference. You know what they say, once you put black carpet in, your car looks a lot cleaner. I'm pretty sure that's what they say anyway. This is telling me that that's gonna be our reference point right there. Let's see if it is molded for the hump. It is right here. So our hump will be what we line up. And we will base everything off this rear hump. So I think it needs to pull backward a little bit. It's lined up pretty well. Try to line up our trans tunnel next. And what we could do is shove a block of wood under it to kind of hold it up. You can do whatever you want. I'm not going to worry about it. It also looks like we need to cut out this hole for the rear heater. That lines up pretty good. And actually, look, we have a hump right here as well that they molded in. So just make sure to really line everything up before you start cutting, because once you start cutting, you are set. putting that carpet where it is. I'm just gonna go for it. We'll go right to here from right here. And use a brand new razor blade on this. You want clean cuts. That's gonna do it for all our trimming outside of the car. Let's go ahead and throw this stuff in, see what it looks like. I'm actually gonna trim off this rear corner. I forgot about it. So I cut that side, I might as well cut this one too. I'll just cut it quite a bit back. I'm gonna blow it off first. Slightly better, we'll need to vacuum it, but we can do that after it's installed because we're gonna get it a lot dirtier. We gotta get it over the e-brake and then pull it backward. Now we can start fitting it in place. We will have to trim this edge. This might be my worst work yet, but I'll do worse. Don't worry, guys. Don't worry. You can always do worse, unless like you do like the absolute worst, then you can't do worse. I'm gonna try to fit in the driver's side good since it's the side I trimmed the side on. So let's see if I can make this fit all right. I think I should have cut this back. I think that's messing up our fitment, but it's all just making it fit without cutting it too short. This is definitely our issue right now. I have the seat bolts that I gotta line up. That one's lined up right there. This one's way off. Okay, this is holding us too. So we're just gonna hope that my brain works. Give it a little cut. Yeah, I didn't trim. I trimmed to right here, I believe. This needs a lot more trimming. This thing needs to go under. I think that's what's actually holding us up. See if I can lift it a little. Nice. Hold the line up. I have a feeling I cut a lot of these holes really badly. All right, guys, I apparently have done this way worse than I did on the 4th gen. So I'm gonna spend a little time and see how I can make it fit. Well, it's taken a bit of trimming in the car, but we got it looking pretty good. I went ahead and trimmed up all our side pieces, got them installed. I had to cut them a little bit back just because they were covering the slots where all these go in. Then getting these pillar trim pieces in was a nightmare because of the cushioning down here. You can see the white fuzz. That was really pushing up on it. It made it a real challenge. So now we're looking good. We vacuumed it back here as well. Well, that's why the vacuum's not working great, because I've been raw dogging it, no filter. And the only mistake I seem to have made is these holes are cut in the wrong spot. I think this hump right here didn't exactly help me with layout, so I could trim this back a little bit more, and I probably should because this is the air intake, so I'll do that real quick. As much as you might consider this not the best job, it doesn't really matter. This is carpet, so that's fine. Once this pushes down, our intake is clear, and if you're scared, trim it back a little more, but that's fine. And then our seat hole right here, we will just take a little slot out. And there's our seat hole. This one up here is a little bit off. And what I'll do is cut a new hole. Just push that stuff to the side. Now to fix this hole, I'm gonna cut a piece of just random carpet, and we're gonna slide it behind here to hide the hole, which it's gonna be obvious, but whatever, it's okay. It's a-okay. Look at that. How would they know unless they watch this YouTube video? And then they would definitely know. Or they have eyes. If they can see, they'll also know. Nothing happened, brother.
Nothing at all,
Nothing, brother. So yeah, try not to do that, but whatever. It looks fine. Actually, we could just trim it back. It doesn't need this length. Give it a little choppy chop. Try not to cut your seat belts when you do this. Now I think we need to cut an access, so I'm just gonna cut it right here and the whole thing can flip forward, because in my brain that works to get to the jack. Looks good with rear seats in. Let's do the center console. Oh yeah, now we're getting there. I really detailed this thing up too. Got it looking good. I got to do a little deeper in the shift knob and on the shift boot, but we're getting there. Final touch, seats. There we go. Now we got a complete car, black carpet. Oh, this looks so much better than it did before. All these 4runners. The carpet is trashed. Unless you're lucky to have got one that had Husky liners in it, they're torn up after 200-300K. Right here's where I cut that bolt hole wrong. there's a piece of carpet right there. You can hardly see it, but it is there. I wedged it down that way with a pick before I tightened this bolt. And then if we go to the back left door, I did trim it a little short right here. But once again, I just slid a piece of extra carpet right there behind it. And I mean, you don't know unless you're looking for it. And I totally could have not disclosed any of this to you guys, but stuff happens. If you try this, you might cut it a little short. Now I would recommend putting blocks underneath this in hindsight to hold it more where it should be. Maybe one under where the rear heater goes to. Then you could avoid cutting those holes in the wrong spot. And also, I forgot about this. I do have one more upgrade. We got floor mats. These are genuine Toyota. Here's the part number. I really wanted to find some all-weather ones, but no one had them, so this is what I ended up with. I don't think they're black.
They're gray.
Yeah. And I think I went with gray because it's closer to black, so we'll toss these in and get this thing completely dialed. Interesting. This doesn't have the hook here, so be aware of that. I don't actually recall it in the OEM carpet, but these are 3rd gen runner mats. And yeah, that will work. If you have the option, get some Husky liners. Hey, look at that. Here's the thing right here. So I will, but the carpet doesn't have the insert for it. So I'll install that at some point. I don't really know how since it doesn't have the boss, but I'll worry about that later. I still have some final touches to do on this car. I was gonna redo the seats, redo the leather on it, really nice. I don't think I'm gonna do that anymore because these ones honestly look fine. As you can see, this is much nicer than most 4Runners. It could be better, but for the redoing seat video, I'm gonna use my supercharged runner because the seats in that thing are trash. These mats have been folded in a box for almost a year now. Those will take a few days to unfold. The front ones look good. I gotta deal with a couple seat switches, but all in all, this car is looking a lot better. I'm gonna, of course, scrub the front bumper and see how many of these trees come off. So that's gonna do it for this video, guys. That is how to replace your carpet. I'm gonna stop right now while I can make money on this. I was potentially gonna change the control arm bushings on it, but this thing's salvage title and I've already done head gaskets, bumper, carpet, e-locker mod and fix it, cup holder, etc, etc. So I don't want to get too much deeper in it and then not be able to get my money back out. As of right now, this thing is solid and sellable. So all I have left to do is mount this new tire to replace the blown out one. And this thing will be out of my life after an alignment as well. Anytime you lift a 4Runner, please align it. Thanks for watching, guys. Make sure to like and subscribe. We'll see you guys next time. Talk about an upgrade. This carpet is trashed.